Radhe Radhe. Dandavat Pranam. We're starting with this beautiful Kamadhenu Mandir pit. Beautiful cow mandir.
Where are we?
Hey Gopal!
Radhe Radhe!
Gopal's with us. Radhe Radhe. Oh, look, Govinda Rupini Didi and Charu and Jayanti. Dandavat Pranama Vaishnavas. Guess where we are? Why is there a chariot here?
Why is there a chariot?
Why is there a chariot? Look at who's with us.
Radhe Radhe.
And the cow people. We just had the cow mandir.
That little place in the middle there, that's Mahaprabhu's beta.
This is Mahaprabhu's sitting place. Every day he would come here to do bhajan, actually to sleep, to rest. Does anyone know where he would go after being here? Or does anyone know who here is? Can you guess? Can you guess? As Kishori would say, you can get a burfi. And then... All right. So many are at the mandir right now. I'm going to give you a quick darshan, then we'll come and sit down and hear something. We're going to... Oh, but you should tell them, of course.
Okay, so they're doing a little gathering in front, so we can't be too loud. So Sudevi's just going to bring you to have darshan. We have come to Akrur Ghat. This is the Ghat. Well, this is where the Ghat was, means the bathing place on the bank of the Jamuna, where Akrura was. Mahaprabhu would come and sit here every day, and he would rest here the night. So you can bring them there and show them.
Do you think that this will stop the connection? Okay, here I'm going to bring you to the mandir.
कृष्ण और बलदेव कौन ऐश्वर्य मार्ग
So this is Akrura with Krishna and Balaram. Can you see? You can see Krishna's the one holding the flute, and Baladev Prabhu is there holding a plow, and there's Akrura. Okay.
वहाँ भी देख रहे हैं कृष्ण बलदेव अंदर पानी के अंदर ही कृष्ण बलदेव उधर देख रहे उधर भी कृष्ण बलदेव समझे दिख रहे हैं नीचे दिख रहे जल में तो जब उन्होंने वहाँ पे निश्चित किया नहीं
Now we'll come and hear a little bit about this most auspicious place. Please, Kishori ji, go sit down. They're having a fight over whose aparat is bigger. I don't know. I don't know what to say to anybody right now. I just walked in on this topic.
Do you want to go back to the Hanuman Mandir first?
Okay, we'll bring you to Hanumanji first.
It's a beautiful ancient temple, actually.
And these, for anyone who doesn't know, like maybe in England, those are banana trees.
Yeah. There's no bananas right now, but...
I don't know if you have banana trees in England. I'm not sure. This beautiful banyan tree. How glorious. How beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, the Kamadhenu cow, it's I think something new. They just did this recently. They're fixing the places up. So here's Hanumanji. And a Brahmin, he's chanting mantras here.
This is the five-faced Hanuman, Panchmukhi Hanuman.
Panchmukhi Hanuman.
He's ancient.
Do you think I can bring the camera?
I don't know. Yes.
Yes? If I get yelled at, I'll just run. This is Panchmukhi Hanumanji. It's Hanuman with 5 different faces. Can you see? And there is his beloved Sita Ram and Lakshmanji, and there he is there. So everywhere they keep Hanumanji looking orange or red because, well, I'm sure Kishori Mohan will tell you.
But just show them here. Biggle.
This is a banana tree. Ooh, fresh bananas.
And see this thing at the bottom? What do you call that?
Mocha.
Mocha. Lower, yeah. So this is where the flowers are, and they cook that in Bengali and many other countries' delicacies.
And this is also Hanumanji.
Why is Hanuman red?
Why is Hanuman? Well, we'll talk about that after. We'll have to talk about that maybe back at the Bhavan. So
And
that
these trees here, these are champak trees.
These are all
otherwise known as
champak trees?
plumeria or frangipani. See, you can see the flowers up there.
Do you see? Can you see?
You call this Ratkirani? No. Yeah, another kind.
Okay. Kishore doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's a champak.
Local people say
Oh my God, the sun's already starting to set.
Because I told you.
Well, it's starting to set much earlier, very quickly.
Anyhow, we're going to hear a little bit about this place and go to one more place before you're all on a rickshaw with us. Yes, you're going on a rickshaw.
Down a very bumpy road.
Down a very bumpy road. Okay, Kishoriji, please tell us, sit there, about this most excellent place.
It's so far away, no one can hear anything.
Okay, I just thought it was a nice view.
Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tarbhaktaya Namo Namaha Śrīla Gurudev Ki Jai Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Bhanu Guru Varga Ki Jai Pati Pavana Śrī Nityananda Prabhu
Ki Jai
Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari
Ki Jai
Radha Vinobi Hari Ki
Jai
Radha Ramanu Ki
Jai
Giriraj Maharaj
Ki Jai
Harinam Sankirtana Ki Jai
Jai
Krishna Mahamantra Ki
Jai
Gaura Bhaktivedānta Ki
Jai
Shri Akrur Ghat Ki
Jai.
Jai
Gaur Premanandi.
Hari Hari Bol.
So we've come to this very special place. It's essential for all Vaishnavas to come to this place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself would stay in this place every night. So he would beg from the local villagers, and then he would rest here the night, and then in the morning he would go from here, walking through very dense jungle to Imli Tala. And we've already told you what he would do at Imli Tala, but anyhow, he would sit under that Imli tree right next to Gopinath Bhavan there. It wasn't Gopinath Bhavan at the time.
It was Rupa Manjari
Rupa Manjari
Kunj.
Kunj. And he would sit under that tree, and it is said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Vrindavan for
This is the Krura Ghat.
the express purpose of developing or tasting, learning how to experience Radha Bhav. So he would be in this place, he would rest here, and then he would go. But what happened in this place? This is Akrur Ghat. So this is the place where after, we'll talk about that pastime another time, but after Akrur managed to get Krishna and Balaram on his chariot, leading or casting all of the Brajabasis, especially the Brajagopis, into intense, deep moods of separation. Basically, Akrur came and told Krishna and Balaram, you're not from here, you're not Brajabasis, you're really princes and you belong to Mathura. And everyone was like, what? You're going to take our very life and soul? And all of the Brajabasis were completely devastated, especially the Brajagopis, who were literally placing their bodies in front of the chariot wheels. But once Akrur managed to escape from them, he was ordered by Kamsa to bring Krishna and Balaram. Because Krishna comes to this world for what purpose? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam shajamyaham. When there's a decline of religion and a predominant rise in irreligion, at that time he descends himself to protect the devotees and to annihilate or destroy the demons. We need Krishna to appear right about now. So at that time, Kamsa, he was a very, very powerful demon, and he was creating havoc, holy terror in the world. He even locked up his own sister and her husband and his own father and so many devotees. He put them in prison, and he was very abusive And so at that time, Krishna was going to descend. This is according to his plan and the plan of the devotees, and according to the nature of his Bhaktivedānta, his mood of rescuing and saving his devotees. So Akrura was sent by Kamsa to get Krishna. We all know that Kamsa, he was in deep fear from the moment of his sister's wedding, when that voice came from the sky saying, "Kamsa, you are such a fool. You do not know that the 8th child of your sister will be your doom, will be your death." So from that moment he became so afraid, he immediately wanted to kill his sister. But Vasudeva Maharaj, her husband, stopped Kamsa from doing so. He said, "It won't look so good for you. It's not a good time to do that. But I promise, whatever, we can deliver our children unto you, and you can choose what to do with them." And so he was trying to bide his time. So he had to act in a very political way so that Kamsa wouldn't immediately kill his sister. So Kamsa was always afraid of Krishna. But he thought, maybe if I can get him when he's young enough, I can kill him. I can control the situation. So he was a very good politician. He wanted to control the situation, kill his enemies, get them out of the way so that he could thrive. And this is the nature of any demon. So Kamsa sent Akrura, who is actually a great devotee of Krishna, to Vrindavan. And after so many amazing pastimes, which we're not going to discuss now, Akrura came here with Krishna and Balaram, set at full speed on his chariot, escaping from the Brajabasis who were weeping in deep separation. He came to this place. Why did he stop here? Because it was the Sandhya. Just like right now, Sandhya means it is the time between two different time periods. So there's a Sandhya in the morning when the sun is first rising, Sandhya at midday, and a Sandhya when the sun is just setting. So it was time for him to chant his mantras. So Akrura stopped the chariot, and at that time, first Krishna and Balaram went into the Jamuna River. Jamuna River was flowing close by here at that time. That's why it's called Akrura Ghat or Brahmahrad. So at that time, Krishna and Balaram went and they refreshed, they took their bath and everything, and then they went back on the chariot, and then Akrura went to go to chant his mantras in the waters of Jamuna. It is said that one can stand up to their waist in any holy river and chant their mantras. So Akrura went to chant his mantras. At that time, he saw something very interesting. He saw that Krishna and Balaram were in the water. And then he looked back and saw Krishna and Balaram in the chariot. And then he was thinking, wait a second, I'm seeing two sets. I don't know what's going on. And then he got up and he went back to the chariot, and he was like, okay, they're there. And then he came back to the Jamuna. In Śrīmad Bhagavatam, this is all described, but not many people understand this or how to describe it.
The significance.
There's very, very significant. Our Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, our Rupanuga Guru Varga, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita explains all of this in great detail, and it's very essential for us to know if you want to understand the mood of the Brajabasis, if you want to understand what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give. That's why this place is so important. It is so essential, actually, so pay attention closely, because we will question you later, and then whoever gets the answers right will get a burpee and 100 points.
Sorry, Sudevi. Okay.
So, at this place, what happened? So Akrura saw two sets, and then he was really confused.
Two sets of what?
Of Krishna and Balaram. He didn't know what's going on. Wait a second. There's one set of Krishna and Balaram on the chariot, another set of Krishna and Balaram in the Jamuna. And he was chanting his mantras, and then what he saw was Krishna and Balaram. Then he saw thousands of personalities offering prayers. Then he saw Mahavishnu lying on Ananta Shesha, and he was completely confused. And he saw Krishna and Balaram in the forest and Krishna and Balaram on the chariot, and he thought he was imagining things, but he was not.
No.
See, Akrura is a devotee of Nārāyaṇa. So his vision of Krishna is that Krishna is Mathura Krishna or Nārayan Krishna, Chaturbhuja Krishna. Actually, that is his Ishtadev, is four-armed Vishnu Narayan. So Akrura, by the power of his Diksha mantras, and this is the speciality of Diksha mantras, when you're chanting your Diksha mantra, who are you calling? You are calling the Ishtadev, or the personification of the deity of your mantra. So the deity of his mantra is not Braj Krishna. The deity of his mantra is who? Mathura Krishna, who is like Narayan. So when Akrura was chanting his mantras, he became confused and didn't understand what took place. Our Guru Varga have explained that, and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita also says, Vrindavanam parityaja padam ekam nagachati, that Krishna does not, the original Krishna does not set one footstep outside of Vrindavan. Never. Neither does Srimati Radhika, the original, or Baladev, or Nanda Baba, or any of them. The original forms of these Brajabasis never step one foot outside of Vrindavan. So, at that time, it is said that the original Krishna and Balaram, they remained within Vrindavan, and the deity of his mantra, the murti, the form of his mantra, that is Mathura Krishna and Balaram, they went onto the chariot, and then he took Mathura Krishna and Balaram, who are present within, always within the original, right? Om Purnam Mada Purnamidam Purna Purnamidachate. Within the original, he can manifest himself forever and never lose any part of himself. So the original Krishna from inside manifests the other forms of Krishna. So the Mathura Krishna and Balaram manifested from the original Krishna Balaram form, unbeknownst to Akrura, and they went on the chariot with him to Mathura. So it is essential to understand this, because Srila Gurudev explained, and our Guru Varga, our Acharyas have explained, that to actually become a real Brajabasi, or if one is a real Brajabasi, they can never see or think that Krishna is born in Mathura. Not even a bird or a bee or a plant or any Brajabasi can accept such a thing. So Krishna manifested in the jail cell of King Kamsa in Mathura, but Krishna was born from the womb of Yashoda in Vrindavan. The original Krishna never leaves this place. Another thing told about this place in Shastra, Śrīmad Bhagavatam.
You can tell it up at... Okay.
It's very quick. So what also happened here, Nanda Baba, it was Ekadashi turning into Dvadashi. But during that time, Nanda Baba went to bathe in Jamuna here, Brahmahrad. And what happened? It so happened that at that time it wasn't the auspicious time to take his bath, because Ekadashi was making that transition to Dvadashi. So when Nanda Baba went into the water at that time, it was considered like an aparad, an offense. So Varunadev captured Nanda Maharaj. So what happened? Krishna himself went deep into Jamuna at that time, and he went to the place of Varunadev. Varunadev also has Aishwarya Bhav to Krishna, so he sees Krishna as Bhagavan. So all of the denizens of Varun Lok, including Varunadev, offered so many prayers to Krishna, artis, so many gifts and everything like that, and Krishna rescued Nanda Maharaj. So at that time, Nanda Maharaj witnessed some of the Aishwaryata of Krishna. And Aishwaryata means the Godhead. And then when they came back, Nanda Baba told everyone, oh, look, this is what happened. Varunadev captured me, and Krishna rescued me, and this and that. And so the Brajabasis asked Krishna, can you show us? And Krishna manifested to the Brajabasis here all of the Vaikuntha planets. They could see everything, all Aishwarya and everything. But the nature of the Brajabasis is this Aishwarya, or this awe and reverence, majesty idea of Krishna, immediately is cut. They don't remember it. They don't see it like that. They think, oh, maybe Nārāyaṇa is manifesting or acting through Krishna. But all they know is that they love Krishna, and he loves them, and he is their very own life and soul. So that pastime also happened in this place. Now, before it gets too dark, we need to continue on to Bhatro.
So we can talk a little bit more about this extraordinary place when we get back to the Bhavan. But it's really important that we can try to get you to the next destination before it gets too dark.
Yes.
This isn't doing this right, Kishori. It doesn't turn.
It's not turning?
No, I have to do this every time.
Turn it off for a second. Sorry about this. Turn it off. Hold it down. Now turn it back on. No, hold it down for a second. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's got
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
So, Shri Akrur Ghat
Ki
Ki
Jai.
Jai. Mahaprabhu Betak
Ki Jai. So also in Krishna book, Srila Prabhupada explains in so much detail what it was like when Akrura came here. Remember, this is Kamadhenu Mandir, and this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Baitak. It means his sitting place. And up inside, you've already had darshan of Akrura, Baladev Prabhu, and Krishna. So now we are on our way to the next destination.
And we'll tell you something more along the way.
Wow, we get to hear
And,
along the way.
and a little kirtan. We didn't bring our
And
mridanga
kirtan.
this time because we're not going to be out for so long.
And we have the cow people with us. Look who it is. Sudevi and Anupam. Kanup Krishna.
Anupam means wonderful.
Okay.
So now we're going to walk to Mahatro. Can we go down this path here?
They look like naughty boys
Yeah.
over there. Look.
Or do we go down further? Radhe, Radhe.
Okay.
They're talking nonsense.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to know what they say.
Hare Bo.
Radhe, Radhe,
Radhe
Radhe.
Radhe. Radhe Radhe. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.
So we're on our way to Bhatrol. I'm not going to tell you about Bhatrol because I'm going to tell you about it once we're there. But it's related to the Brahmanas.
I don't know if you know, that was 3 people on a motorbike. Okay. That's important.
So Bhatrol is not the place where the Brahmins were performing yajna. The Brahmins were performing yajna in their yajna pits.
Yeah. Looks pretty. Oh, so beautiful. Look. The cows. Mahārāja. Nandavad. Wow. He's beautiful. Sorry. We're trying. Look at this. Is all cow dung paddy. That means cow dung, obviously.
And all the cows in the
All
Goshala.
the beautiful
Radhe, Radhe.
cows. Look how beautiful. Look at that beautiful cow. Okay, we have to walk fast, otherwise we're not going to make it to our destination in time.
Okay. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara
And just so you know, it smells really sweet here. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Haribo.
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
How beautiful.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
O Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Radhe, Radhe.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Buffalo.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare
Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
One time in Barshana, I wanted cow's milk, and I asked him, "Are you sure this is pure cow's milk?" And the guy was like, "Yes, yes." And I said, "I can't take buffalo milk; it's bad for my stomach." And I said, "It will hurt me." And I said, "Are you sure it's cow's milk?" And then he looked at me and smiled, and he said, "Kafalo,"
Buffalo.
meaning half cow, half buffalo.
Hey, just so you know, while so many are present, we'll repeat this. But tomorrow is Ekadashi for us, and so we're going to start our program.
Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe. 1 hour earlier tomorrow, because we're going to do the parikrama. So if you want to join us, it will still be going through the normal time, but we are going to start 1 hour earlier so that we can take you on the whole parikrama and not be in the complete dark. So just so you know, if you want to join us 1 hour earlier, but we'll continue through to the regular program.
Yes. So, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare,
Kishori ji?
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Can we go this way or not?
Krishna Krishna Hare. No, it's shut.
We have to go around the back further.
It's locked.
It's locked, yeah.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. That's where we're going.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama
This is kind of what parikrama will be, but you'll see all the way around Vrindavan.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Rama.
Also on Govardhan Puja, we're also going to be starting 1 hour earlier and continue through to the regular program time. Just so you know, we'll post it, but just letting you know.
Rama Rama Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna chalo.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. And here's a boat. Just
because the Jamuna used to flow here.
Just so you know, there's a boat right here.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Woo! Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
It's darshan through the screen. Kishori said the significance is that the Jamuna used to run here. So maybe the significance of the boat is because of that. Maybe you can ask why there's a boat out there.
प्रभु जी वो जो नाव है वो क्यों है वहाँ बाहर सीढ़ी के पास नाव बना है बोट हाँ वो नौका वहाँ थे ये जो इधर जो सब थे ना वहाँ पर थे वो नौका वहाँ मतलब नाव से नाव में बैठे
What happened?
Prabhuji said there was a one saint.
Can you come closer?
Live here.
Can you come closer and tell?
So Prabhuji said there was a one Babaji who was residing here before, and he always used to live in boat.
He lived in the boat.
No, he never left from the boat.
Oh, the Babaji used to live in the boat.
No, Babaji is already left.
No, he used to live in the boat. He's in the picture here. If you can see, giving his blessing there. It's hard to see. It's a small picture there. Did you already give?
Yes,
done?
I did.
Okay. So beautiful. Okay.
And don't show that. Show that. From here. Oh, maybe from just the market. Wow. I know. It's really growing.
It's really built up around here now.
1996, it
was just
everywhere.
jungle.
Everywhere, like all, as far as you
There's
can
a
see.
Baba. He's looking over the
Would you go
beautiful
upstairs there?
See, look, he's chanting? No, he's on a phone. That's funny. Okay. I was all getting mystical and he's just on his phone. Okay.
Watch your step.
But maybe he's reading Harikatha. You never know what's happening. All right, we're going up some more stairs. Oh, goodness. These are huge stairs. Okay.
Look,
So here,
even the pipes here are our flutes. So there's a view over Vrindavan. There you go.
it's not really. I'm sorry it's not giving a very clear darshan there.
Back it up
There
so
we
you
go,
can
there
see
we
these
go.
two, posts with the flag. Come back a little bit.
Hold on. I'm finally able to show them.
Ah. And then you can get both of those posts with the flag in it.
All right, so now we can hear some sweet Hari Katha from sweet Kishori Mohan Ji. Well,
Not so sweet.
depending on who you are.
Please forgive me for sitting up so high. Okay, so this place we've come is known as Bhatrol. Bhatrol is extremely significant. The pastimes you may be familiar with, but some of the lessons we have learned from our Guru Varga might be new to some of you, and some of you will probably know so much more detail. So this is the place of the Yagyapatnis. Yagyapatni means the wives of the Brahmanas. So once upon a time, Krishna and his cowherd boyfriends were playing in the forest. But at that time, the cowherd boyfriends started feeling what our Gurudev said, a lot of hunger. The Asura of hunger, the demon of hunger, otherwise known as Hunger Asura, began knocking on their stomachs, saying, we want something to eat. So Krishna and Balaram told them, oh, you should go and ask the Yagyak Brahmins. It means the Brahmins who are performing Yagya, who are chanting mantras and doing fire sacrifices. You should go and ask them for something to eat. So the cowherd boys very eagerly came to the Brahmanas who were performing their Yagyas. And the Brahmanas basically told them to get lost. And you see, we're busy here doing all of these
We're doing
yagyas.
important things.
We're doing important things. Oh, kids, stop harassing, get lost. Go play in the jungle. And so the cowherd boys went back to Krishna really disappointed. We weren't able to get any food, and not only that, but we were told to leave. So Krishna told them, you should go to the wives of the Brahmanas. So the cowherd boys went to the wives of the Brahmanas who were staying here at this place. And they told that Krishna and Balaram are hungry, and will you feed us? Immediately the wives of the Brahmins became so excited, they wanted to serve Krishna. Why is it that they had this mood in their heart? Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Gosvāmī Mahārāja explained that they had overheard the katha of the glories and the beauty of Krishna from the gopis. Overhearing this, they developed a natural attraction within their heart to want to have darshan of Krishna. And having darshan does not only mean having darshan, it also means to express their love, affection through the medium of service. So immediately they became so excited. What an amazing opportunity has manifested to us today. Yes, of course we want to go and serve Krishna. So they went to their husbands and told their husbands, we're going to go and serve Krishna. And their husbands became very upset. They said, we forbid you to go. You cannot leave. If you go, you are not welcome back. And some of the husbands even locked their wives in their rooms so that they would not go to Krishna. Apparently the husbands had heard some rumors as well. So they locked them, they said, no, you cannot go. And so all of these wives of the Brahmanas, while their husbands were doing yagyas, they took so many supplies and paraphernalia and everything and went to the forest to serve Krishna and Balaram. And of course his friends were also there. So they went to serve Krishna. And all of their desires, just having darshan of Krishna, all of their heart's desires were fulfilled. So afterward, Krishna told them, oh, you should go back home now. Oh, what happened to the ones who were locked in their rooms? Our Srila Gurudev said they were locked in their rooms because they had something left over, some kind of attachment left over. But by being locked in their rooms, it created such a strong necessity, such an intense greed and pulling to see Krishna, that they left their bodies in the rooms and ran out to go and see and serve Krishna. So nothing stopped them from serving Krishna. So after some time, a couple hours or so, then Krishna told them, okay, you can go home now, go back to your homes. And they said, we cannot go home. Our husbands forbade it. They said that if we leave and if we come to see you, we can never return home again. Krishna assured them that everything would be okay. So then they returned back to their homes. Our Srila Gurudev explained that when Krishna told this to the gopis, at the time of Rasalila, that you should go home, why have you come here? It's not proper for any lady to come out in the middle of the night. It's not befitting any married woman to go to meet with a young man in the middle of the night. And besides, there's so many dangerous beasts and all sorts of creatures in the night, so you shouldn't be here. But the gopis, they challenged Krishna, they argued back with him, and they defeated every argument that he gave was the superior argument. Finally, Krishna said to them, Napare nirvajya samyujam, I have no capacity to repay you for your love and affection. Let your love be its own repayment. And then Mahārāja manifested where the Rasa Leela pastimes took place.
Big rat, no problem.
So, but the wives of the Brahmanas, they came home. And in the same way that Lakshmi cannot come and join Krishna's Rasa Leela, the wives of the Brahmanas were also not able to remain with Krishna. Why? Because only those who are born from the womb of a gopi, who have that mood of a gopi, and who are able to do parakiya bhav, meaning to leave their husbands in the middle of the night and run to Krishna. Only those personalities are able to enter Krishna's Rasa Leela pastime. So Srila Gurudev said, it may be that in any future birth, because these Yagyapatnis had developed this kind of madhurya ras, this parakiya ras, bhav toward Krishna, that in any future birth they may come from the womb of a gopi and be encultured into that mood and be able to enter into the Rasa Leela pastimes of Krishna. So we should not be hopeless. So when they came home, what happened? Their husbands were weeping. Their husbands were crying and were praying to them, were glorifying them. That you are so fortunate. What is the purpose of our high birth as Brahmins? What is the purpose of all of our knowledge of Shastra? What is the purpose of our yagyas and everything? We have failed to serve Krishna, which is the purpose for everything. So all of this is useless, but by your own natural spontaneity, you have gained such an auspicious opportunity to serve Krishna. So their husbands were weeping and glorifying them and begging forgiveness. So this shows something very beautiful. Srila Gurudev, can you tell what Gurudev said in Fiji that time?
Oh, he was talking to one devotee, and she gave him a donation, and Gurudev said, oh, so much, he was surprised. And she said, oh, Gurudev, sometimes I'm just, taking from my husband's pocket and I'm keeping aside for you. And Gurudev started to laugh and he said, Tora, chori chori means a little thievery is okay. To steal from the husband, to serve Krishna. This bhav is okay. I know that when my sister used to go to see Gurudev in Badger, she would always ask her husband Charu Krishna, like, let's give Gurudev a donation. And then he would ask her first, how much have you embezzled? How much have you already embezzled? Let me know. And she would just lie. And we know so many devotees who would keep money aside to offer for the holy dham and for Sri Guru. And then the husbands and even sometimes the wives would find out later. And they would be so pleased with their husband or wife. Oh, you've done good. You've done right.
So Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Gosvāmī Mahārāja asked, why is it that 2 hours before their husbands were forbidding them to go and actually threatening them, locking them up and saying, if you leave, you can never return. And then 2 hours later, their mood was completely the opposite. They're weeping and crying and begging forgiveness and glorifying their wives. How is this possible? He said because their wives used their hard-earned income in the service of Krishna. By this process and by the devotion, by the association of their wives who had this devotion for Krishna, then this naturally changed their hearts. So much so that they were appreciating what their wives were doing and also feeling themselves so lowly and taking shelter of those moods.
Raktambara Prabhu is wondering what happened to the gopis who were dancing in the Rasa Leela. Did this mood also happen with their husbands?
Yes, but that's another story altogether.
That will tell at Govardhan, perhaps.
Yes, there were some who could not join the Rasa Leela directly in their forms because of some slight attachment to anything, and because they had been locked in their rooms, then that created such an intense greed and an attraction to Krishna that no matter what, nothing could stop them. This is the proof of greed. It is said that they went running, and even if there was a door, their soul, means themselves, the real essential personality, continued running to Krishna and even arrived before all of the other gopis. And maybe their body, whatever...
hit the door.
Yes, fell backward, but they had no awareness of it whatsoever. because they were completely functioning on the level of the soul's spontaneous natural attraction to Krishna. So this is very essential, the pastime here for us. It might be that any husband or any wife has more attraction to Krishna at different times. Sometimes the wife is more attracted and more devotional, and sometimes the husband is, and sometimes it's like a teeter-totter. Sometimes one is feeling more devotional, sometimes the other. You ever notice that? Yeah, I'm sure most of us have noticed that. But whoever's feeling more devotional should somehow or other try to engage their combined energy in the service of Krishna, and this will be beneficial, of course, for both. So the wives of the Brahmins use their energy, the Brahmins' energy, in the service of Krishna. And by that, not only were they purified, but their husbands were also purified. So for me, I never really understood why there was so much collection from the, life
members, yeah.
You know, and devotees would collect. If one is utilizing that collection exclusively in the service of Krishna, means Hari Guru Vaishnava, but for Krishna's pleasure, then that will be all auspicious for everyone. If someone is taking what is meant for Krishna and using it in their own material enjoyment, then that is extremely detrimental for themselves. But that person who has given that donation for the purpose of serving Krishna, Krishna has already accepted that mood and their intention. So it's like thievery if one takes something which belongs to Krishna. But also in the pastime we just told, these brahmanas, they were showing that actually what is the purpose of being a brahmana? What is a brahmana? It means someone who's absorbed in Parabrahma, Shri Krishna, who is serving Krishna. So it's not just for doing the externals, for chanting mantras and for the position and for all of these things. Like I told yesterday, Kunti Devi is saying, Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shri. If one has this conception that my high birth, oh, this is so great, then one does not possess the humility to be able to actually properly serve Krishna. So taking shelter of the moods of their wives' service to Krishna, they developed humility, seeing that their wives were willing to do anything for the service of Krishna. So somehow or other, we should try to use as much of our energy. If the energy is in the form of money, we should use as much of that in the service of Krishna as we can. If the energy is in any other form, maybe someone doesn't have money but they have time, they can utilize their time in the service of Krishna. What is our currency of energy? Somehow or other, use that time, use that, whatever it is, whatever comes into our domain, utilize everything in the service of Krishna. This will be purifying for us, and of course it will be pleasing to Krishna because it's his nature to accept and relish the love and affection of everyone, and it's everyone else's nature to love and serve Krishna. So the Yajna Patnis ki jai and their husbands ki jai.
Did you want to say a little bit something about like Krishna book in Akrura Ghat, what Akrura saw, how he rolled in the dust?
No, that took place at Charampahari near Pavan Sarovar.
Okay.
So, but I just wanted to share one thing. Why is it, and our Srila Gurudev spoke about this quite often, and also you read it in Srila Prabhupada's books. The heart of these ladies, the wives of the Brahmanas and of the gopis, their hearts are naturally soft, according to Shastra. And because of that, if it is turned slightly toward Krishna, very easily they can give their hearts to Krishna. Remember when you asked Gurudev, you wanted to do bhajan like him?
Yes, he said very easily. He said, for ladies, there is a special concession. He said, just by cooking and cleaning, you can attain the mood of the gopis. And I got really excited because I said, Gurudev, I want to do bhajan like you. I was like a little girl saying, oh, you know, I want to be like you when I grow up. And then Srila Gurudev said, oh, then you should know that my mood is that of the gopis, especially of Srimati Radhika. And so then he said, when we are cooking for Radha and Krishna, when we are cooking, he said everything that we want to tell Krishna, everything that we want to say to Krishna, this way so they could see what's left of the back, that we should put into that cooking. He said all of your hopes, your aspirations, your fears, everything you want to tell him, you should put in that, and when you are cooking, offer it, all of these moods to Krishna. He doesn't need our sabjis and rice and dals and things of this world. What will he do with them? His mother is cooking for him. Rohini Maya is cooking. Srimati Radhika Thakurani is cooking for him. What does he need with our cooking, our sabjis of this world? Anything, every way, everything belongs to Krishna anyway. So what is he accepting? The essence of my heart, what I want to offer. So Gurudev said, when you put that offering in front of Thakurji, Krishna will take and taste your sweet heart. And then he said, oh, and if you have any anger toward Krishna, then you add a little chili. And Krishna will taste, oh, some anger mood is there. So he was showing that even every spice that we put in to our cooking can be with a mood and intention. This is what the gopis are doing. This is their bhajan. They're doing all of this seva. They're sweeping the houses. And Gurudev said, what are they doing? They're singing. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So everything we do should be with this kind of a mood. You have to click it. Yeah.
This kind of a mood.
With this kind of a mood, with something, with anything. Not just whipping something together to feed the kids before they make a fuss. But actually, what am I offering to Krishna? What kind of mood? This is my opportunity during the day. How many times do I eat? How many times do I cook? It's part of my daily even maintenance of this body. And even that can be offered to Krishna. That is the essential me. What do I have to tell you in this offering, my Lord? Oh, my Srimati Radhika Thakurani, please, you should offer this to your beloved. And then all the Sakhis are tasting that Maha Prasadam. And they're understanding what is in my heart. What am I asking for? Oh Rupa, oh Raman Manjari, oh Lalita Vishaka, please take my name in your register. You know how everybody was so excited when we were putting your names in Jamunaji. That's the same enthusiasm. Don't forget me. Put my name also in your register. I also want to eternally serve you. And that we can do while we're cooking. You don't need to be on a boat in Jamuna and offering the ghee lamps there. There you have the fire. And every ingredient can be every mood of your heart. And directly you offer it to Guru and to Krishna. This is how merciful Krishna is. This is how merciful our acharyas are. That Krishna descends in so many different forms. In the form of his holy name, in the form of Shastra, in the form of Sri Guru, in the form of Mahaprasadam, in the form of sweet Harikatha, in the form of his pastime places. He is descending to give us mercy now. Now is the time. Not tomorrow, not later, not in a few years, but now, even while you're cooking.
Haribo!
This is amazing. I mean, where else do you get such mercy at every second? And we also know that Vrindavan is a state of mind. If I'm standing here and I'm only wondering, oh, what is my mom doing right now in Los Angeles? I wonder if she's awake now and watching us. Where am I? I'm in Los Angeles. But while I'm standing here, by mind, I have to be here. By heart, I have to be here. By mood, by Harikatha. Otherwise, I can be anywhere in the world. I could be anywhere in the universe. I could be thinking of politics. I could be thinking of sickness. I could be thinking of so many mundane things. And I'm not in the Dham. But I can be anywhere in the entire universe. But if I'm remembering Braj, if I'm remembering Vrindavan, if I'm remembering Govardhan, if I'm remembering Radha Kund, and I'm remembering the sweet pastimes of Srimati Radhika and Krishna, then I am in Vrindavan. Krishna consciousness It is a state of mind, not where the body is. We know that our Gurudev has never left Braj. Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Swami Prabhupada, I was going to say, Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Swami, our Prabhupada, never left Vrindavan.
Yes.
Never. He brought Vrindavan with him to everyone. That is why the whole world, the whole surface of the entire world has been changed. Because he, Om Vishnupad, our Śrīla Prabhupada, our Śrīla Gurudev, Śrīla Gaur Govinda Goswāmī Maharaj, so many great Mahabhagavats are roaming this world with Krishna in their heart, touching every place in this world to give mercy, to give hope, to give us this opportunity. Why waste it and be anywhere else? Because we can be in Braj in 1 second. Śrīla Prabhupada said this. Somebody asked him, what was the question? How many
long?
words?
Yeah, how long will it take to become Krishna conscious?
And Śrīla Prabhupada said, what? Haven't you heard my classes? Haven't you been listening to what I've been saying? In 1 second.
1 moment.
In 1 moment. You can attain that. In 1 moment. So it is a state of mind, a state of heart, and a state of sambandha. Means relationship first with Sri Gurudev, with the mercy of Guru, holding on to those moods and conceptions, that Harikatha. And everyday life is the mood of the gopis, cooking and cleaning and doing those things that we don't necessarily, they don't want to be in the house of their in-laws. No one wants to be at work, at a job and doing whatever. But if our consciousness is like, how did Srila Gurudev say in Bhakti Rasayan, the gopis are sitting in their homes seeing everything. They are witnessing everything and the bhavs of everyone in Braj. And they are in their homes thinking we are the most unfortunate. And everyone in the world, including Krishna, is thinking, look at how fortunate are those gopis. So this is the mood of the gopis. And Gurudev said that we can attain to that just by cooking and cleaning and taking care of everyday things. We are not barred from it. As a matter of fact, we're closer to it. Why? Because if our heart is remembering the sweet pastimes of Krishna, then automatically everything is an offering to Krishna. Our consciousness is Krishna consciousness.
Hari Bol.
It's getting a little dark.
Yes, so we're going to make our way back to Gopinath Bhavan now.
You're going to be in a rickshaw.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind.
I hope you can stay with us. Hold on, I put it on upside down. I hope you can stay with us.
It's
going to be very bumpy. Oops.
Hare Krishna, that's right.
Okay. It's going to be very bumpy. But now you'll know what it's like to be on a rickshaw in Vrindavan. And remember, while so many of you are present now, I just want to let you know, tomorrow we're starting 1 hour earlier so that we can bring you all on Parikrama. We're going to do the whole of Vrindavan Parikrama, and we don't want it to get too dark too soon. So even if you join at your usual time, we'll still be on, and we'll still be giving some beautiful remembrances of Hari Guru and Vaishnavas when we return. But we just wanted to let you know that we're starting 1 hour earlier. So again, here we are at, let's see, the beautiful mandir. Don't want to speak too loud. So we'll offer our pranam right here. Patra. There we go. Okay. Radhe, Radhe.
About how he wants to have to move.
Chalo?
Chalo, chalo.
Am I still zoomed in?
I don't know. It's going to be dark for a little bit, so I'm going to hold
Here's
your
a
arm.
really big bell. We'll ring it on your behalf.
Do you have a light? Can you see it?
Okay.
I didn't want to blow your eardrums out. I thought we might have to walk through the thorns.
Where am I?
Out there.
Out here. Okay.
Look at. We can't see as much as you can. We can see better with the phone. Okay.
There's a fire out there somewhere.
That's the sunset.
All right. It's really fuzzy. Okay, there we go. Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Pyara Radha Ramana. So that's the boat that the Baba used to live in. They said he always stayed in the boat. He was crossing the ocean of material existence, it seems. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Sorry, we're walking downstairs. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Pyara Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Which way? Which way? This should be turned off.
Follow everyone. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
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 Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Ho.
Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana. Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Ho. This is our rickshaw, just so you know. This is where we're going to be for the next maybe 20 minutes, but I'll show you as much as we possibly can.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Pyara Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Pyara Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Pyara Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Pyara Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Bolo
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Bolo
Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol
Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol
नतनागर नवल छेली रसिया प्यारो कान्हा है मेरो मन बसिया
नतनागर नवल छेल रसिया
प्यारो कान्हा है मेरो
मन बसिया
हरे कालिंदी
जय हो
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
हरे कालिंदी कुनो जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा राधा रमन हरि बोल प्यारो राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल प्यारो राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमन प्यारो राधा रमन
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 तो बोलो राधे राधे
जय हो
राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
बोलो राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे
गोविंद राधे गोपाल राधे
गोविंद राधे राधा गोपाल राधे
गोविंद राधे राधा गोपाल राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
बोलो राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
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 बोलो राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
हरे कृष्णा
हरि बोल
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Oh bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Oh Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare
What?
Krishna
You
Krishna
dropped the whole
Hare
bag?
Hare. The stick. Chunk,
Hare
stick.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Kishori dropped his monkey stick.
Yes, it's here. It will be easier to film, I think.
Huh? It's better here? Okay, we're gonna. How far are we?
ठीक है अभी है.
How far?
It's very far.
We're very far? Why? Oh, you want me to sit here? Oh, okay. They're making it so I can film from this way.
Bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna. We got the stick. Here's the stick.
Bol Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Oh
Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Bolo
Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama. Uh-oh.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Oh bolo Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram
For those of you who have been here, you know where we are. Hare Krishna
You'll know more tomorrow as well.
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram.
That's Adobe, he's ironing clothes.
Is that behind? Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Brijbasi meetha wala. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Brijbasi meetha wala.
Brijbasi meetha wala. There it is, very famous in Vrindavan.
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Now we're going toward Madan Mohan. Hare Ram. Chalo,
Chalo.
chalo. Ram,
Oh, they heard us
Hare
call out the
Hare.
meetha wala.
Ah.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Now we're going toward Kaliya Hrad.
That's a Dudwala.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Now we're coming to Parikrama Marg.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
it's Madan Mohan. Sorry, I can't show it. We're going too fast. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Whoa.
Hare Rama,
There we go.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna. By the way, when you see dogs like laying in the street, they're okay. They just sleep in the street, in the middle of the street. I don't know. They have some faith. Nothing's gonna happen, but they're okay. Just so you know, if you're wondering. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
those white things. They're very popular. Whoa, that was the phone getting hit. Look at that.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
They install car horns on their motorcycle.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Gora Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jaya Gurudev,
Bas.
Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
Jai Ho. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Look, they have a nice little, as they're doing the money thing, look at little gopals hanging out at night. They have nice blankets for Thakurji and all these amazing clothes for them. And also all kinds of jewelry for Thakurji. Radhe Radhe, Hari Bol. Look at that, all for Thakur Seva right there. Where else in the world do you get that, huh? Immediately there. All for Thakurji, for their Seva. So beautiful. And there's a cow right there. And there, if you look out, you can see Jamunaji. All right, so here we are. Once again, back at Gopinath Bhavan. You can't see so much in the dark. We're trying to pay the guys.
They don't have any change, nothing.
They never have changed. But you know what? We can look at cows. Let's do that. Look at.
What's her name, Sudevi?
Oh, we don't know her.
She's coming to say hello.
No. I like cows, but a little distant. Just a little. Oh, hi, Bob. Look at these beautiful cows here.
Tomorrow, another day. We're gonna give you for Annapuja anyhow. Uh-oh, tail's coming up.
Okay.
All right,
So, as usual, we're saying goodbye to our two beautiful cow people. No, you can see them.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Śrī Dāmodara.
This is Pure Cow Seva right here.
What's the name of your Facebook page?
Krishna Das.
No, Pure Cow Seva?
Yes.
It's in the name though.
But she's on Sudevi
Wait,
Dasi.
it's in the name what?
Pure Cow Seva, but I usually use my name on Krishna.
Anup Krishna.
Das, and
Das.
she also posts Sudevi Dasi.
So it's for Pure Cow
Anandini
Seva.
Jagana.
And yes, for PayPal?
Anandini. Yes.
Anandini at paypal.com, right?
Anandini Jagana.
But yes, Anandini is who helps to organize all of the payments for
So
their
if you
seva.
want to help take care of the cows here in Vrindavan
And the monkeys
also
and the dogs
Govardhan,
and the humans.
yes, you can always donate to them And they're going to be with us on Govardhan Puja. They're going to help us cook for Giriraj, all of your beautiful offerings. So we're so indebted to them for coming with us, for being our bodyguards and our friends and inspirers. And very auspicious moment is happening here. So, all right. We'll see you tomorrow at 3. No, 4. We're doing Parikrama beginning 4.
From here at 4.
Okay?
Okay.
No, 3:50.
3:50.
3:50.
3:50.
Okay. Radhe Radhe. Thank you. We'll hug soon.
No, what we heard from Sudevi is by bhav, by heart, it's even more deep.
She's giving everyone a hug there.
Oh, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, and Radhe Radhe Hare Krishna. We're back at Gopinath Bhavan. Look, and next to Imritala. And Dandavat Pranam.
Radhe Radhe.
Okay.
Now we have to be quiet.
So now we have to be quiet. We don't know what's going on.
There's a class going on.
There's a class going on. We're bringing you upstairs. But I'm just going to offer pranam. Oh, my deity's there. You just offered pranam. They're all... Oh, it's wet. Be really careful. It's so slippery when it's wet here. And it doesn't dry quickly when it's cold, so...
That's okay. If she slips, I'll slip with her.
We're going down together, all of us. Ooh.
Yeah?
Oh, you stayed with us through that wild ride.
Careful, it might be slippery here. It's new. Okay.
This is all the pots cooking for Thakurji
And the devotees.
and the devotees. Sadhu Maharaj had a yagya out here today.
Almost every day they're doing yagyas, I think, for, what is it?
I don't know. I just smell the smoke coming in the room. But he's doing yagyas here.
A Shraddha ceremony.
And then if you go all the way straight from there and you go up
And then up again.
and up. Oh, you can't really see it.
That's okay.
But our room is up there.
You go
Okay.
first.
So I'm going. It's a little muddy, as you can see. It's very
Careful, the
wet.
marble is wet here.
Okay.
Very slippery.
All right. We're almost there. Dear devotees, thank you for staying with us. Oh,
That was beautiful out there.
beautiful Gopinath Bhavan as well.
And you all needed to go on a rickshaw ride with us.
And look, I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't really. I really want to show you the Tulsi garden. Tomorrow at 4, when we leave from here, you'll be able to see the Tulsi garden. We leave it for our time, Vrindavan time. So just keep that in mind. If you want to just go and see Keshi Ghat and all of the beautiful places together with us. At the end there is...
Now there we are. Radha Vinobihari Ju Ki Jai. So what it did is it latched onto our local internet, which is not working at the moment. There, sorry about that. Shri Radha Vinobihari Shachinandana Gaura Hari Ki Jai.
Darshan. Have to wash our hands and our feet.
Important.
There's the babies. And Shalagramjis. And of course, Śrī Dāmodara, who we will offer a beautiful lamp to when we sing Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. So I don't know how to put the phone down the way that I'm supposed to. And every time Kishori tries to teach me, I just don't really learn it. So, dear devotees, I just want to thank you so much for coming with us, for sticking with us. even through that wild ride. Rickshaws are pretty intense. But going to those places, how extraordinary. We went to the place of the Yagyapatnis, who gave up everything to go and to serve Krishna, and who changed the hearts of those around them through offering the service of those persons to Krishna. And I love that Srila Bhaktivedānta Bharati Mahārāja, he was so beautiful when he spoke that. It touched our hearts so deeply because, you know, we did grow up with this idea of, you know, we didn't understand why money was always taken from the life members. And we're like, what's going on? But then we see, you know, when all of that money is used in the service of Krishna, when it's used in the service of Hari Guru and Vaishnavas, then those persons become benefited. And it's really up to the person who holds that money, that donation, that, you know, is going to have the final outcome, actually. They get their offering the moment they make it. And, oh, Kishori's here. And then however we use that donation, then that is up to us. That is up to the person who accepts it. So like we're collecting for Govardhan, we've made it very clear that it's for Govardhan, for whatever we can get, whatever we can do, however much we can offer. We want to do that specifically on behalf of all of the devotees. And that's up to us now to use that in the service of Govardhan. And your offering has already been accepted. Even if it's just a heart's offering, the heart's offering is everything, but it's accepted. So, yeah, the Yagyapatnis teach us this. The Brahmins teach us this. So it's a very important lesson place for us. And also how we heard about Akrura and how he came to take Krishna and chanted his mantra, and his own Ishtadev came from that mantra. So this is really important for us too, to have a one-pointed mood toward our own Ishtadev when we are chanting these mantras. Gurudev would say, you can't go anywhere. If you try, even Srila Prabhupada would say, if you want to get a ticket somewhere, you have to have a destination. You can't just get on a plane and say, take me anywhere. You'll go to a specific place. So having our mantras, chanting them with deep relationship, will give us a very clear goal and direction. So,
can you give me my phone from there?
Okay.
And the other thing too. So I'm not sure how much power is left.
All right. By the way, I ran 50% out of my data at some point back.
We'll see what happens. Wish us luck. They're redoing the main internet because they've got too many customers, so we're not able to connect like usual.
But we're doing our best, so.
Okay. And 4, 3. We are back.
Jai Ho! So where are we beginning?
We should do Mangalacharana. Page 1 of this book, Śrī Gauriya Giti Guccha. Vandeham Śrī Guru Śrī Satyavrata Muni. Vandeham Śrī Guru Śrī Satyavrata Muni. Śrī Guru Vaishnavāśta. Śrī Rūpam Sagrajatam Sahagana Sadvetam Samadhutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamita Om Adhyana Timiram
तस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदान्त नारायणीति नामिने श्रीकृष्णलीलाकतने सुदक्षं औदर्यमाधुर्यगुणैश्च युक्तं वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषं महान्तं नारायणं त्वां शिरसा नमामि। त्रिकण्डिनं भक्तशिरोमणिं च श्रीकृष्णपादाम्बुजैकवृत्ते चैतन्यलीलामृतसारसारं नारायणं त्वां सततं प्रपद्ये। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे। नमो विष्णुपादाय गौरप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्तिप्रज्ञान केशवोऽत्ति नामिने। अतीवत्यचरित्राय सश्रितानञ्चपालिने जीवयुद्धे सदलताय श्रीरामप्रेमदायिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वतीति नामिने। श्रीवर्षभानुदेवी दयिताय कृपाफले कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञान नैने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्योज्ज्वलप्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदां श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोऽस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाय श्रीमूर्तये दिनपालिने रूपानुगविरुद्धापसिद्धान्तध्वन्तहारिणे। नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद्वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्ररम्भरसम्बोधे पदम्बुजायते नमः। नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुप्रबलायते। गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सजनप्रिया वैष्णवः सर्वभौमश्री जगन्नाथायते नमः। वन्दशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकन्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी श्रीमद्नारायणसिंहासनस्थो श्री श्रीराधा श्रीरघुविन्ददेव कृष्णादिभिः स्मरामि श्रीमद्रसरसारं धीरं शिवततस्थितः कर्षं वेणुस्वनिर्गोपी गोपीनाथश्रीस्तुनः वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्यै प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदेवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्ण भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द चेतनदर्पणमार्जनं भवमहानामाग्निर्वापनं श्रेयत्रैरवचन्द्रिकाविवरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दं बुद्धिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृताश्वादनं सर्वात्मा सपरं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम् हरे नाम हरे नामेव केवलं करो नस्त्येव 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 गतिरन्यथा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Just keep in mind with it. You have to shower before 8.
Really? Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman.
Page number.
Page 359. If you don't have a songbook, we do have Jiva Pavan Prabhu, who will post the bhajans in the comment section of the thread. So just scroll to his most recent post and you will find the bhajan there. And if you can't remember the page number, Lavanga Didi from China, post the page number 359.
Also, we can't see what's going on, so I hope everything is okay.
Oh, you need.
It doesn't work.
No, sit on the carpet or something.
Huh?
Sit on the carpet. It's
I
too
have
cold.
this.
It's not enough.
Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman.
Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman.
Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman.
O Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman.
Charana Kamala Bhajaman.
O Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman.
Charana Kamala Bhajaman.
Guru Kripa Bina Nahi Koi Sadham. वर्ग की जय, गुरु परंपरा की
Jai. Did you by chance knock off Śrīmati Radhika's tikka last night?
Yes.
Okay.
What happened?
It's upside down.
Oh. Sudevi notices these things. I don't. You want to adjust it?
Not
I can cover the camera.
No. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
I think Mahaprabhu and then
We're just going to sing Nitai Gauranga. Bolo Nitai Gauranga Jayo Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Oh Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Oh Jai Sacinanda, Jai Gaurahari.
Jai Sacinandana Jai Gaurahari.
Oh Jai Sacinanda, Jai Gaurahari.
Jai Sacinandana Jai Gaurahari.
Oh Jai Sacinanda, Jai Gaurahari.
Jai Sacinandana Jai Gaurahari.
Bolo Jai Sacinanda, Jai Gaurahari.
Jai Sacinandana Jai Gaurahari.
Oh Jai Sacinanda, Jai Gaurahari.
Jai Sacinandana Jai Gaurahari.
Oh Jai Sacinanda, Jai Gaurahari.
Jai Sacinandana Jai Gaurahari.
Jai Sacinanda, Jai Gaurahari.
Jai Sacinandana Jai Gaurahari.
Oh Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Oh Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Oh Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Oh Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Oh Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Oh Nitai Gauranga, Nitai नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। प्रेम पुरुषोत्तम शशिनंदन गौर हरि की
Jai.
नमामि नंदनंदनम, page 289. It starts with Sucharu Bhaktra Mandalam. What happened?
I was trying to see how to get the comments up here to see if there's anything, if everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to make this available also as a hotspot.
But I don't know how to see what's going on. I don't want to mess with it.
And I'm going to turn off the computer. So Sucharu Bhaktra Mandalam, Sukarna Ratna Kundalam, Sucharchitanga Chandanam, Namami Nandanandanam. That's page 289. And then we will go to Munindra Vrinda Bandite, page 285. And then from there to Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam, page 290. Let's see, Sudevi has posted. Oh, Sudevi is live now.
So it's working. Okay.
Hold on, I'm just going to see if I can keep that. It's not going to play through anyway. Okay, so I can see that it's going.
Okay, and if anything happens, they'll let us know.
And that might catch. Oh, I've turned off the regular internet on
Good,
it.
because it's not working.
Right, but it can hook up to this.
Good.
Anyway. Okay.
Namami Nandanandana.
Is it 289? Sorry.
289. And then you got it.
Sujaruvatramandalam Sukarnaratrakundalam Sucharjibam Rachandanam Namami Nandanandanam Sudirghanetrapankajam Shikishikhandamurghajam Anandagopimohanam Namami Nandanandanam Surasikagyamokikam Swachandanandapantikam Navambudangachetanam Namami Nandanandanam Karena Venuranjitam Nadigarindraganjitam Yukonavitashobhanam Namami Nandanandanam Vibhamradehasundharam Nakharuti Subhakaram Amulyaratnabhushanam Namami Nandanandanam Sugandhayam Yashorabham Muromirajikoshubham Surachivatsalanchalam Namami Nandanandanam Vrindavanam Sunadaram Nilasalugavasasam Surendragarbhamochanam Namami Nandanandanam Prajandalasularakam Sadasukapranayakam Jagannatha-pralobhanam Namami Nandanandanam Śrī-Dāmodarāṣṭakam Bhaktivedānta Śrādhayanvitam Tvaredbhavavindustaram Yabhetadam Viyumakam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam. Page 285. Munindra Vrinda Vandite. One second. A little dust in my throat out there.
And a little smoke in our lungs.
Vrajendra-sūra-sangate Tadākarishasi Hama Kripa-kataksha-bhajanam Ashoka-vriksha-vandani Vitānamanda-pasthite Pravallavallapallava Prabhānam-rito-mani Varabhaya-surakare Prabhuta-sampadaye Tadākarishasi Hama Kripa-kataksha-bhajanam Arangaram-gamangaram Prasangabhangura-dhruvam Savibhramam sasambramam Grigandravana-padame Nirantaram Vachikrita Praditirandanandane Tadākarishasi Hama Kripa-kataksha-bhajanam Tadit-suvarna-champakam Pradiptamogravigраhe Mukha-prabhātarāśakoti Śārādenduvandale Vichitra-chitra-sañcarash Chaturashāvalocani Tadākarishasi Hama Kripa-kataksha-bhajanam Tadum-padāti-yomani Pramodamāna-mandite Priyanurāgaranjite Kalādināsa-pandite Ananya-dhanya-kunjaraja Kamapeni-kodite Tadākarishasi Hama Kripa-kataksha-bhajanam Ashisha-bhava-bhava-dhīra Hirahara-bhūshite Prabhuta-shata-kumbha-kumbha Kumbhi-kumbha-susade Prashasta-mandahasya-chūna Purna-sukha-sadhane Tadākarishasi Hama Kripa-kataksha-bhajanam Vrindalavallaballari Tarangarangadurate Latagrahasya-lolanenam Lochanāvalokane Lalallulallilallalogya Mugdha-mohanāśrite Tadākarishasi Hama Kripa-kataksha-bhajanam Suvarna-malitam chipam Tri-ekakam
Damodarāṣṭakam, and here is lighting a lamp on behalf of us.
Behalf of all of us.
What did I say?
You said on behalf of us.
Excuse me?
This is conjugation of Sanskrit terms. Behalf of all turns into bihal.
I don't like to waste time on behalf of us. Jai.
Kishori Mohan ki jai. Radha ki jai. Radha ki
Jai. Okay. All right, dear Vaishnavas, we're going to switch internet connections. Please don't leave. We'll be right back. Don't miss Damodarāṣṭakam. That would be horrible after all this.
It stopped in the middle of that. Mine just gave me a 90% also. I think they're messing with everyone's internet.
Really?
Yep. We'll see if it works. Actually, this one has 12 gigs over.
So it'll just keep going?
I'd hope so.
You said it stopped, though.
No.
There's nothing happening on your camera.
On mine.
Refresh it.
Okay. Sorry.
Can you just maybe put some hearts or something? Or some angry faces?
It's working.
Okay.
Hopefully that will continue working as it is, because I did order more data yesterday. So it should come through when the other data stops. So page 290.
Jiva Bhava Prabhu says it's okay.
Okay.
The only thing that's not okay is you can't see Mahaprabhu fully.
Really? Hold on.
Just a little
I'm gonna
bit.
just have to move it back because this will.
Okay.
All right. Good.
Okay.
And they see the silk now.
Namami Sharanam Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundaram Gokule Vrajama Yashoda Dhiyayukha Ladharamanam Param Drishtamadhyam Tato Dhrutyamobhya Namami Sharanam Sachidanandarupam Dasakundalam Gokule Vrajamana Rudantamurnetam Yumam Vijantam Karambhojanurvenam Sakam Kavitam Muhushashakam Trilekantakam Stithakaivandamodaram Bhaktivedānta Namami Sharanam Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundaram Gokule Vrajamana Iti Drikshorinavi Anandakunde Saddosham Vivajantam Akyapayantam Tadiyeshitageshu Bhaktivedāntam Punaprematastam Shatabhrittivandam Namami Sharanam Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Vrajamana Varam Devamoksham Namashavadimva Nachanyamriham Varishadapiha Idam Deva Purnātham Gopāyavānam Sada me manashyami rāṣṭaṁ Namami Sharanam Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundaram Gokule Vrajamana Idam te guptam brujamavyaktamira Kritam nandasmi bharatvaishnavamya Muhushritam vivam raktadharam me Manashyami rāṣṭaṁ manam lakshadam Namami Sharanam Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundaram Gokule Vrajamana Namo Deva Damodarāṣṭakam Vishnu Prasina Prabhu Gajala Bhimana Kripadrishti Vishyati Dinam Vatam Grihani Shama Madhyame Jakshi Vishnu Namami Sharanam Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundaram Gokule Namo Kshetrahomi Śrī Dāmodare Namami Sharam Sachidanandarupam Dasakrudhanam Gokule Bhagavan Namaste Sudhambe Suradipidhane Tadiyadarayato Vishwasya Bhave Namaradhikaya Tadiyapriyaya
So it said I ran through 100%.
Yes, but it's still going.
Okay, then.
Because it's on the backups.
Okay.
Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedānta Swamine Namine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Vandane Yakrapatamaham Vande Shri Gurung Dinatarinam. First of all, I offer my Dandava Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashto Tarashata Shri Śrīmad, Śrī Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. In the same thousands of Dandava Pranam in the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashto Tarashata Shri Śrīmad, Śrī Bhaktivedānta Swami Śrī Prabhupada, and to all of our Rupanuga, Gaudiya, Guru Varga, and to all Vaishnavas past, present, and future, including all of you who are present with us today, I offer my Dandava Pranam.
Dandava Pranam, dear Vaishnavas, Radhe 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 Sham.
So, I wanted to begin, because I do want to read a little bit of Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam today. One thing, major thing I forgot to tell yesterday, and I was thinking about it, I should tell it. Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdār Gosvāmī Mahārāja also gave sannyas to our Param Gurudev, Śrīla Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And just like our Śrīla Prabhupada said and saw that our Param Gurudev, Śrīla Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja, was the medium by which his Guru Maharaj was giving this sannyas. He said, as if my Gurudev was giving directly, because also he was having those dreams from his Gurudev. Also, Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada wanted to give sannyas to our Param Gurudev many times, but for managerial purposes, the Vaishnavas requested him not to do so. So a few times in his dreams, he was even given sannyas by Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and even the sannyas name, Bhakti Pragyan Keshav. So who was the mediator? Who was the one who was able to transmit that mood of his Gurudev to him? Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdār Gosvāmī Mahārāja had received sannyas from Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and he bestowed the sannyas ashram upon our Param Gurudev, Śrīla Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja. So we can see that there is a very close relationship between all of these personalities. Śrīla Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdār Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Swami Mahārāja, or Śrīla Prabhupada, and of course, their Guru Maharaj, Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So I wanted to mention that because I was thinking, how can I speak on Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdār Maharaj and not mention this pastime of him giving sannyas to our Param Gurudev? And then the next thing I wanted to mention, yesterday Raktambar Prabhu, he mentioned or asked a question regarding taking sides between Vaishnavas who are having an apparent disagreement. Can you rephrase that question to me a little bit? Do you remember?
He was saying that in Chaitanya Bhagavat, we are told by Vrindavan Das Thakur that when like Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya Prabhu were fighting, that the devotees shouldn't take sides. And then he rephrased it, and well, actually he refined it. He said, actually, you didn't take sides. You know, you were just kind of putting a point out there. But he did wonder about that probably me, it seemed as though I took a side or a mood because you were using that as the example. Okay. So he was saying, I thought devotees shouldn't take sides. And it wasn't a criticism. He was saying it was sort of, he just noticed it and was wondering if you could reconcile it.
Okay, thank you.
Raktambar Prabhu, I hope I did okay on the rephrasement of that question.
So yes, we see in Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur is showing Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu, they are having some kind of apparent external disagreement, even calling each other names, from the perspective of everyone else. And some persons who were ignorant were taking sides, not understanding the glory of these divine transcendental personalities. Not understanding that Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu and Nityananda Prabhu, Balarama Hoilo Nitai, Balaram himself, even the source of Mahavishnu. So basically, Mahavishnu is arguing with himself, or Balaram is arguing with himself. In other words, when somebody is saying, wait, I think this, no, wait a second, I'm thinking that, just let them do their thinking, because they're having their conversation. So they are divine and transcendental personalities, and those who were taking sides, Vrindavan Das Thakur said, for those personalities, I kick them in their heads. Well, again and again, he said that about those who are taking sides and criticizing one divine transcendental personality and trying to place him above the other, like that. Now, in a case where there is someone who is very, very senior.
Also, they accept accepted him as their Shiksha Guru should be told.
Ooh, oh, right. So in a case where there is someone who is very senior, or someone that you have accepted as your Shiksha Guru, as non-different from your Diksha Guru, at that point, you can ask questions when doubts arise, but there should not be a mood of confrontation to one's Shri Guru, especially if that Guru is speaking according to Shastra. So if someone has accepted the role of Shishya, that I am your disciple or student, Shiksha disciple, then at that time it is inappropriate to challenge them in the same way that you would not challenge your own Diksha Guru. When you have accepted, that means I accept your position, I accept your words, that you are representing what Krishna wants to tell me. So there's that, and then there's also the relationship between junior and senior. Now, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown by his own example in the history of Ramchandra Puri. Ramchandra Puri is his guru's godbrother. So who is his guru? Mahaprabhu's guru? Sri Ishwar Puripad. Ishwar Puripad was so near and dear to his Gurudev, Sri Madhavendra Puripad, that he blessed him that may all Krishna Tattva, may all blessings and mercy of Krishna come to you. And Ishwar Puripad was the one who gave mantra, Harinam, and Krishna mantra to Sri Sachinandan Gaurahari, who later became known as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And after that, we see that Mahaprabhu manifested that mood. They called him Bhavuk Nimai, full of bhav, always weeping and crying and chanting the holy names of the Lord. He was a completely different person after receiving initiation from his Gurudev. However, this other person, Ramachandra Puri, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, is saying that he was telling his Gurudev, Sri Madhavendra Puri, upon his departure bed, why are you weeping and crying and calling out for Krishna and this and that? You should be meditating on Brahman, on the impersonal feature of the absolute truth. Why are you thinking about all of these other things? Now you should concentrate your mind on essentially oneness, or in another covered way, you would say nothingness. Madhavendra Puripad became so furious with him and angry with him, he kicked him out. I don't want to see you, you should leave this place, everything. However, and the nature of Ramachandra Puri was that he was always criticizing everyone, including Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu bore that. He accepted those criticisms as like an instruction from his own guru. All Vaishnavas should accept any criticism toward themselves as something which is shining a light on something. Yes, what criticism you see of me, I accept it, and I accept it it's thousands of times worse. With that kind of humility that I am lower than even a worm in stool. I am so full of all kinds of anarthas. Of course you will see these things in me. Please be merciful to me and help me to come out of this state of lowliness. Please be merciful to me and help me. This is the mood of the Vaishnava. But Ramchandra Puri, he was always criticizing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and yet Mahaprabhu was silently just accepting it and not fighting back. One, because it was his guru's godbrother, and one should be careful not to criticize the godbrothers of one's Gurudev. This can put one into a very dangerous situation. Maybe we should not associate, because it might not be safe in that association for us to maintain our conviction, our nishta in the lotus feet of our Gurudev, and that's something we should be very careful for. If someone is trying to take our heart, someone is trying to break our conviction in the lotus feet of our Gurudev, then that is unfavorable association. We can keep a respectful distance, but to criticize is another thing. So even Srila Prabhupada had said some things about his godbrothers, and some people make it seem like he was only saying it about them. They were also saying things about him. Srila Bhaktivedānta Swami Prabhupada. So many things were being said, and then devotees were starting to say some things, Prabhupada's disciples, and he would say to them, I can say that you cannot. These godbrothers may be able to correct each other and chastise each other. This is one thing Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj suggested, because when so many were coming into this, accepting the position of Guru after the departure of our Srila Bhaktivedānta Swami Prabhupada, there was some conflict. about who is who and what is your qualification and what is not, and the disciples were sometimes arguing with each other. And he said, in front of the other person, you should not correct or chastise them. Otherwise, it will create a situation where their disciples might begin to lose faith in them. And that is not proper. We should be careful. It is natural that one might not see their god brother on that level. And you can see them in a different way. But those disciples require to see their guru in such a light. So Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj recommended, if you need to correct them, you take them behind closed doors. You can chastise them or even slap them if they're doing something that is inappropriate or nonsense. But be very careful not to break that very fragile shraddha, that faith. That as much as that person can help them, allow that to go on. Try not to disrupt that, because they've already accepted them as their guru. So he was trying to keep some kind of balance. So yes, there are certain conditions, certain states. We have to be very clear about what we're doing and why we're doing it. Who has the qualification? If someone is going against the Siddhanta, the essential teachings of Hari, Guru, and Shastra, Guru Sadhu Shastra, then it is necessary to do something and to say something. Our Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, you can read about this in Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj's glorification of our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. He said that if any senior Vaishnava, let's say, person in a position of authority, I'm not going to use the word senior Vaishnava, but in a position of authority or any big position, does things which are opposed to Krishna, opposed to Guru, opposed to Shastra, that they're doing all kinds of nonsense activities and creating havoc in society by this, then because they are in a public position of prominence, they need to be exposed and publicly dismissed publicly by some very powerful personality who has a capacity to do such a thing, like our Param Gurudev, who would make a court case as soon as anyone would defy the teachings of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, and he would win. Or if he didn't win, physically, he won by making sure that everyone followed the teachings of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. So either way, he won. So there are certain situations. For example, there was a situation where our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, was in an assembly of so many Vaishnavas, many of whom were senior disciples of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Well, some of them, or one of them, spoke something that was apasiddhanta, and our Gurudev challenged it. He challenged it, that how can you say such a thing? He had to speak up because it was apasiddhanta, and if you leave the apasiddhanta, or what is against the teachings of Shastra, lingering, it will create doubts in the minds and hearts of the listeners. Right? It goes in and it creates an impression. And it could be a wrong impression, and that wrong impression can be very lasting, which can quite heavily deviate someone from the path of pure devotion. So our Gurudev spoke up, and he said, yes, but this is not the correct conception. And they were like, how can you say that? You're new, and we've been with our Gurudev for so many years. And he said, I know your Gurudev better than you. They said, how can you say such a thing? And he said, because I have seen through the eyes of my Gurudev. This is Guru Nishta. So he spoke like this, very strongly defending the conceptions and teachings of his Gurudev, who was so fine on the points of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. They went to Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Your disciple is saying that he knows more, our Gurudev, better than us, that he's correcting us in essence and saying that, he's seen through your eyes, and our Param Gurudev confirmed it. He said, what he has said, this is true. He has seen through what he has heard from me, and therefore his conception is correct, and you have made a mistake, and you are not seeing properly. So there's so many ways to reconcile these points, and it is essential for us if we want to be able to progress properly on the path of bhakti, that we are not blind to these siddhantic truths. So even if someone in a very senior position is speaking against Shastra, or if we find that it is off, then we have a duty, a moral obligation to ourselves to question and to get proper, satisfactory reconciliation. Srila Gurudev said, if they cannot reconcile for you, then pranam. If it is not reconcilable for me and I'm not able to understand it and it's going to create doubt, then I need to keep a distance, because otherwise it can be detrimental for my own spiritual life. So there's so much requirement on us to not just be blind, to not just listen everywhere, but to have Guru Nishta. But our Guru Nishta is not irrational or blind either. It is dependent on whether or not that person who we are holding in that position of Guru is altogether good. And that is the words of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Those are the words of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, which are basically stating that how can you define whether they are altogether good? They need to be in line with the teachings of Shastra and sadhus. So Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, this is our foundation. If Guru is saying something which is completely opposite to Sadhu and Shastra, then we need to get it reconciled immediately. Otherwise, Gurudev said, pranam and distance, because it can be detrimental to our own bhakti.
Just 10 minutes, because we have to have a phone call later.
Okay. So I just wanted to mention this. It might be that any godbrother can say anything to their own godbrother. They should try to do it privately, not publicly, if they need to, unless that person is in a position, a very high position, where they are creating havoc in the world. Then it might need to be done in a public way, like what happened after the time of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, when some who were extremely close and in a very, very high and respectable position began performing or doing all kinds of nefarious nonsense activities, including going against the teachings of their Gurudev and trying to pull people away, break the faith of their godbrothers in their own Guru. At that time, our Param Gurudev and so many other stalwart Vaishnavas separated from that group, made a very clean cut, and then did whatever they could to defend the teachings of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada and smash all of those misconceptions. And they did it loudly and publicly. It looked like a mess, but anyhow, it was necessary. As long, our Srila Gurudev told me personally in Munich, Germany, in 2010, just before he came back to India, just before his departure Lila. He said, when my Gurudev, our Param Gurudev, could no longer reconcile, then he had to leave the society of his Gurudev, his Guru Maharaj, and start his own society. When it was no longer able to be reconciled. And he said the same with our Srila Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. He said when it was no longer able to be reconciled, he had to leave and start his own society. And he said, even myself at such an elderly age, when I could no longer reconcile, I also had to leave the institution of my Guru Maharaj and start my own society. So he was looking me very deep in the eyes and shaking his head like this. And the other devotees there were looking at me like, did you understand what he was saying? When it is no longer reconcilable, when you can no longer accept those deviations, and when those deviations are not being adjusted or corrected, then you will have to make an adjustment. And instead of criticizing the person, we can talk about the principle. This is the principle. This is what our Gurudev established. These are the principal concepts, and this is what is defining Guru Nishta. How can one develop firm conviction in the lotus feet of Gurudev? We don't need to talk about the individuals in essence, in terms of he's doing this kind of nonsense and that kind of nonsense. But when any great personalities, means those who are on high levels, are having some kind of spiritual debate, we should be careful not to take sides and try to play one against the other and try to make, battles against each other and bring other people in like that. It's essential for us to try to be very careful about that. Otherwise, we can become subjected to or guilty of Vaishnava aparad. There's so much more to describe in this, but I wanted to get a few minutes of Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. So before entering into this beautiful transcendental treasure, we will pray in the words of Raghunath Das Goswami to Śrī Satyavrata Muni, Śrī Ved-Vyas, Śrī Sanātana Gosvāmī, the commentator, our Param Gurudev, the commentator on his commentary, and our Gurudev, the commentator on their commentary. Vairag Juga Bhakti Rasam Prayatnai Rapayanan Mam Anubhikshamandam Kripam Vidirya Paradukuduki Sanatana Twam Prabhu Ashtayami. Begging in the dust of their lotus feet that may even a particle of their moods, which are present within these pages, manifest itself within our hearts. So now we're continuing with verse 1, because we're going out on Parikrama. We're not so easily able to read so much through this, but anyhow, it's Kartik time, so we're doing the best we can. So, Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam La Satkundalam Gokule Vrajamanam Yashoda Bhiyoluka Radhavamanam Param Vrishtamadhyam Tato Drutya Gopya Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam La Satkundalam Gokule Vrajamanam. So Śrī Satyavrata Muni has been describing the beauty of Krishna. So I'm just jumping back a little bit. Satyavrata Muni is indicating, I am offering obeisance to that personality whose bodily luster beautifies his earrings. In other words, Krishna's limbs even beautify their own ornaments. So we were discussing this before. The gopis are saying in Śrīmad Bhagavatam that, dear Krishna, as a result of beholding your beautiful form, which has enhanced the fortune of the three worlds, even the bodies of the cows, birds, trees, deer, and others have erupted with horripilation. Is it at all surprising then if your beautiful form bewilders us? So then here, Param Gurudev or Sanatana Goswami is quoting Śrīmad Bhagavatam 3.2.12, wherein Uddhava was describing Krishna's beautiful form to Vidura. Sri Krishna's form is so captivating that even he is astonished when he sees himself. His beautiful form embodies the topmost limit of exceedingly good fortune and opulence. Indeed, ornaments usually beautify the person wearing them, but Sri Krishna's form is so beautiful that he actually increases the beauty of his ornaments. In other words, compared to all other divine forms in existence, the beauty of his form is supremely divine. It's true, but there is an exception. And those of you who know what I'm talking about. Who is the exception compared to all other divine forms in existence? The beauty of his form is supremely divine. He's known as Madan Mohan. Millions and millions of cupids just faint on the idea of his beauty. But what happens to Krishna when he's thinking of meditating on or seeing Srimati Radhika? Also the same thing. Venum karannipatitam skalitam shikandam. He also drops his flute. His peacock feather and more mukut fall to the ground. And then he also faints on the amorous battlefield, being subjugated by the arrows that are piercing from the sidelong glances of Srimati Radhika, piercing his heart again and again, he falls flat on that amorous battlefield. And therefore, she is glorified as Madan Mohana Mohini. So he knows, I'm so beautiful, all the world is attracted to me, and yet I'm completely attracted to and obsessed with Srimati Radhika. So next, Satyavrata Muni. Oh, it looks like Jiva Pavan Prabhu got 100 points on a burfi. Haribol. Satyavrata Muni shows the extraordinary excellence of Sri Krishna by describing his special associates present with him in Gokul. He says, Gokule Brajamanam. How splendid it is when Sri Krishna is in Gokul, the home of his gopas, gopis, cows, calves, and others. In this place, which is particularly befitting, he manifests the exceptional supremacy of his pastimes, which he has never manifested anywhere else. So you won't find these kinds of pastimes in any other form of Krishna, in any other location. These very sweet, human-like, beautiful pastimes of love and affection, completely open, completely carefree, where Krishna even takes the subservient role, where he is being slammed on the dirt by his friends who are defeating him in a wrestling match, where he is begging after the mercy of Srimati Radhika. Smaragarakandanam mamashira shimandanam dehi padapalavamudaram. Please accept me. Please be merciful to me. Please place your lotus feet upon my head. Krishna becomes a beggar for prem only in Vrindavan. Another meaning is that the outstanding environment of Gokul is effulgent with the mood of natural love. So when Sri Krishna is situated there, I'm thinking Vrindavan, he is certainly most splendid, Brajamanam. This is also described in various places in Shastra. In the 10th canto, Śrīmad Bhagavatam, it is described as follows. Chakasa gopi parishadgator richitas Trailokya Lakshmieka Padam Vapur Dadhat. That's 10:32:14. Sri Krishna, for whom perfected mystic yogis prepare a seat in their purified lotus-like hearts, appeared as a reservoir of all beauty, unequaled within the three worlds. He accepted the seat offered by the gopis and was worshipped by them. When he sat in their midst, he appeared even more splendorous. Now in the remainder of this line, beginning with Yashoda, as well as in the whole next verse, Śrī Satyavrata Muni affirms the unparalleled excellence of his worshipful Lord by describing his extraordinary pastimes. Due to its surrounding context, Yashodaya means from his mother, Shri Yashoda. The meaning of Bhiya is that Sri Krishna feared being punished for breaking the earthen pot of butter, as well as raiding its contents and making other types of mischief. What was the other types of mischief? He broke the pot of butter, he raided its contents, and then he made other kinds of mischief. He also was stealing from other pots of butter and eating that butter to the monkeys, to the crows. He was making so much mischief. On top of that, he made buttery footprints all over the floor. And then we also heard something from Srila Bhakti Kamal Govinda Mahārāja. And he said he heard everything from Srila Bhakti Jivanjanardana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, that Krishna is an expert thief. And what do expert thieves do? They know that it's very, very difficult to catch them if they have greasy or oily arms. So Krishna knew this, and he had smeared butter on his arms, thinking, if Mother Yashoda grabs me, then she won't be able to hold on. When he told us that, actually, we came home that evening from hearing that Harikatha, and we tried it. We put some oil on our arms and grab. Easily you can escape. So he knew, oh, thieves can escape like this, so he put the butter on his arms also, just in case his mother would catch him. She came creeping around the corner very, very quietly. Our Gurudev said, like a cat. A cat can walk silently, even on dry leaves. So very quietly, very carefully, she was sneaking up behind him and she had a stick in her hand. But at that time, all of the crows and the monkeys, they saw her. Krishna's back was to her, but they saw her and they jumped and fled. Immediately, Krishna knew, my mother is trying to catch me. So from that moment, she reached out for him, but he jumped off of that platform he was on and then went running, and she went chasing after him to catch him. Yes?
We have a phone call now.
So, let me just finish this sentence. So, a pot of butter had been hung from the ceiling, high above the ground for protection. But Krishna had climbed upon an overturned grinding mortar and was stealing butter from the pot hanging from the ceiling. The meaning of Ulukalat is, when he saw his mother coming with a stick in her hand, he immediately leapt from the grinding mortar and Dhavamanam, ran away very quickly. So he has not become Damodar yet, who is bound. He's just naughty little Krishna, and Mother Yashoda's just about to catch him.
Also remember, we're starting 1 hour earlier, so whatever time you join us, 1 hour earlier if you choose, we're going to take you on Vrindavan Parikrama, and Kishori Mohan will do some Harikatha. Also, we'll just be doing Kirtan, and then we'll come back and hear some more about Damodar Leela.
Tomorrow for us here is Ekadashi, and as you know, in Vrindavan on Ekadashi day, everyone does a circumambulation of this Vrindavan town, which actually is Sevakunj. Vangshivat is there, Sevakunj, Nidhuvan, all of the so many beautiful pastime places. Raman Reti, it's not just a place of Krishna and the cowherd-boys. These are all places of beautiful pastimes with Krishna, Srimati Radhika, and the gopis. So on Ekadashi day, all Brajvasis, all Vaishnavas, they do parikrama of Vrindavan. So we're going to take you with us. Hopefully, connection will be able to be maintained. And we'll begin at 4:00 p.m. Vrindavan time. So that's 1 hour earlier than we normally start.
We'll do this also with Govardhan Puja.
Yes, we'll have to start earlier as well on that day.
We're trying very hard not to upset your schedules too much, but to include you in the different places of the Holy Dham.
With a little bit of light so that you can see where we're going and what we're doing. Also, before we do this kirtan, I just wanted to mention so many devotees are sending in some donations toward purchasing and cooking, purchasing ingredients and cooking for Giriraj Maharaj on Anukut Mahamahotsava, Govardhan Puja. So if you would like to take part and actually offer something to Giriraj, we'll put your name there and prepare the offering and mention your names as we are offering to Giriraj. But you can, if you would like to send something, then you could send via our PayPal or any other, I have some other account information.
We might not be able to make every offering that anyone says, but we definitely will take what you send and use it.
Right. I mean, offering your hearts. We don't have the unlimited capacity, but we can do our best to offer something on your behalf, but really it is your heart, and we will do our best. So my PayPal is kishorimohan@yahoo.com. That's KISHORIMOHAN, one word, @yahoo.com. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It stopped.
No, it's still going here.
Okay.
It still says live.
All right.
I'm just going to do the
Shri
darshan.
Gurudeva ki jai,
Jai.
Shri Prabhupada ki
Ki
jai,
jai.
Param Guruvara ki jai, Patitam Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Vinod Bihari ki jai, Radha Ramanadu ki jai, Giriraj Mahārāja ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Om. Govinda Damodara Madhave Govinda Damodara Madhave Govinda Damodara Madhave Govinda Damodara Madhave. Bolo Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Sham.
Govindavanande
Haribo.
Haribo.
Dandava Pranama Vaishnavas.
Thank you so much for being with us today and giving us the opportunity for remembering the beautiful teachings of our Gurudev and Guru Varga, taking us on Parikrama to Akrur Ghat and Bathro, and also for engaging us in our Guru Seva, for which we are extremely indebted. We look forward to being with all of you tomorrow. Dandava Pranam, Hare Krishna, Radhe
Radhe Radhe.
Radha Vino Bihari Ju
Ki jai.
Shachinandana Gaura Hari
Ki jai.